How's it going, people? It's me again, back with a new series. We completed Kingdom Hearts last video, and this time, at the end of that video, I said I would be starting Syphon Filter. So here it is. Syphon Filter is a game that I played back when I was a kid, specifically the third game in this series for the PlayStation One. I I played the entire trilogy, so I kind of know most of what's going to happen in terms of gameplay. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I I haven't played it on the PS5 yet, which is what I'm playing on now. So I believe it's going to give me a message about the PlayStation controller, but I'm not certain yet. However, this series is going to be different compared to the other ones, at least, because it's not an RPG. This is a third-person shooter game. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for saying that S word. And we start out with a cutscene here.
Go, torch it. Burn it all.
But what about the serum?
Leave nothing. Now I will show you how I deal with informants. Finish him.
With pleasure.
These are the coordinates Ellis sent.
Over there.
It's Ellis. Executed. Leon, you find anything?
The place is torched. I don't know what they were growing, but it wasn't narcotics.
Romer knew we were coming.
So what's our next move?
We watch for the next viral outbreak. We won't have to wait long.
Logan's report was clear enough.
I want 2 additional teams assigned to this. Find Romer.
I understand.
Logan is my best agent. What do you want to do?
Nothing. We will wait. We will wait and see what he can discover.
Our WHO contact was correct. Everyone within 100 miles is dead.
Not everyone. This man is still alive.
How is that possible?
It's not.
So we have a bit of story already. Excuse me if you heard any background noise. That was me adjusting the volume on my TV here. So we have 2 options here to start with: new game and training video. Training video is basically just the controls, which I personally know by heart already, so I won't be showing that. So I apologize if you wanted to see that. Now, I did mention that I'll be playing this game on hard difficulty. If you just select new game with the X button, it'll just go into normal mode. If you want to select hard mode, you have to highlight the new game option here and press the buttons left, L1, R2, select square, X, and circle, and then select at the same time. I kind of wasted a bit of time here on the main screen here, so it goes to a demo of one of the missions here. I don't intend to show this here, so I'll just be skipping back to the main screen here. Because I'm using a PS5 controller, there's not really a select button, so you have to use the left side of the center touchpad. So hopefully this works.
Damn it!
And if you heard Logan say "damn it" there, that is confirmation that you were on hard difficulty. Now, every mission does start with this little briefing here in the beginning, and I'll be reading it out to you. Washington, D.C., Georgia Street, which is the location. Agency directive. Our FBI informant has pinpointed a terrorist viral attack in the D.C. subway system. Our contacts within U.S. Defense and Interpol confirmed the identities of the terrorists. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that word. We will drop you in after CBDC, which is U.S. Army Chemical and Biological Defense Command, operations begin. Your targets are Romer, Kravich, Aramov, and Gerdu. SATCOM has intercepted coded microwave traffic. Romer must have an uplink station in the area. Assist CBDC if needed. Avoid avoid collateral casualties if possible. Check your objectives on site for more information.
When does the operation begin?
Our intelligence within the FBI was not clear, but Romer's men are already inside the subway.
Is it the same virus?
Yes, enough to eliminate everyone within 100 miles or more.
Procedure?
Standard intercept and eliminate. These are from our contact inside Interpol. Jenkins' team is already in search and defused. You are the trigger.
I recognize Anton Gerdu and Mara Aramov. Who's the other one?
Pavel Kretich, Romer's communications expert. When you eliminate him, you'll also have to destroy his comm uplink. You'll be dropped into the strike zone when the firefight begins. You'll have an hour to find your targets and take them out.
Do the locals know what they're dealing with?
No.
There's supposed to be an audio, a message from command here. I don't know why it's not playing.
Right.
And it shouldn't be that long, so... Oh, didn't mean to do that one. I forget that the center buttons are the select and start buttons for the PS1 Virtual Console. So, while I'm here, I can show the pause screen here. So, when you pause the game, you're able to see a map of the general area, a list of your objectives, mission parameters here. If you, for any reason, go against these parameters, like shooting the CBDC agents, or for some reason destroying the bombs, you will fail the mission. There's a mission briefing here, which is pretty much what I just read to you earlier, a list of the weapons you have on site, and the options here. You can alter the sound effects of the game itself, the music, which I will raise here. You can alter the game brightness, and so on. The controller here, I believe, does have invert aim turned on, and I will turn that off, and vibration as well. I will be keeping everything else as standard, since that's fine. But I will restart to the last checkpoint, which I hope I don't have to do often, because I do want to show off the, not codec, but the radio messages. So I will just restart that, so you get to hear that as well.
I've got an ID match for Romer on level 1. Gerdu is on level 2. No location yet for Kravitz, and I don't see any sign of air bomb.
Copy. I'm on my way.
There we go. And as you can see there, I am playing on hard difficulty. So we do start off with a standard 9mm, which is your default weapon for the entire game. You have the enemies in green and the allies in blue. Now, what is so distinct about hard mode here? Well, as you just saw, the danger meter went up fairly quickly. When the danger meter reaches full, enemies are more likely to be able to hit you. When you're on normal mode, they tend to go. It goes up rather slowly, which means that enemies aren't really all that accurate. On hard mode, as you just saw, it goes up a lot faster, so you can take hits much more easily. I don't believe it's anything too major for me personally. However, if you're not prepared, it can catch you by surprise. You can press triangle here to contact Leon.
Interference. You must be near their communications array.
Kravitch, which is one of our targets here in this mission, is technically a boss, although I wouldn't really consider him one because he's really easy to deal with. In terms of hard mode for this game, with the amount of the danger meter going up, that is equal to the end game when compared to normal mode, and I can't believe I actually just didn't get him there. So if you're playing on normal mode, the speed in which the danger meter goes up is about the same as if you're playing the last mission. Whereas here, it goes up fairly slowly, and finally I got him. And he's wearing a flak jacket as well. Flak jacket is considered the armor of this game, so if you're wearing it, that's the armor. Otherwise, if enemies have it, that means you cannot kill them in one shot, or several shots. You have to go for the head if you want to kill them easily. Hopefully, as this game goes on, I get better at my commentary as well. This is like my 4th game I've been playing here, on this channel at least, but I'm still no pro at it. You can use select button to change your weapons here. Don't know if I really want to have that much ammo. The 9mm is a slow firing weapon. I can't believe I just forgot about him. A very slow rate of fire, but because it's easy to gain ammo, Okay, I didn't expect him to roll there. And I got hit. It happens. You're gonna get hit a lot in this game. But thankfully, because it looks like this guy has a 9mm as well, you don't take too much damage. The amount of damage you take is... it varies depending on the weapon. So because the 9mm is fairly weak, you won't take too much damage. But with weapons we'll encounter later, it's a different story. And because Kravitz had a flak jacket and took damage, we can actually use his flak jacket to gain some health back. So it's a bit handy. There are several objectives you have to do in this mission, which involves shutting off that radio uplink. And you'll essentially explore the entire map depending on each mission. So you get to explore the entire map. There is a guy hidden here. Thank you for... Of course I say that and he just pops back in. You'll notice in this game a lot of the enemies will play with you like that. The AI is a bit of a douche sometimes, especially on hard mode. As you saw there, some of the blue dots did just pop in. Those are allies.
Gabe, CBDC has an agent pinned down in a vacant building 2 blocks east of you. Can you help?
And we have a new objective. This area here, there's nothing really for you except for some ammo. There is a bit of a Easter egg if you want to come down here. There's also some flak jacket health. You can get some sniper rifle ammo, but you don't really need it. And there's nothing really for you in this area since you can't go past those flaming cars. When it comes to fire, you can put yourself out if you get lit up, and you get lit up surprisingly easily for some reason. However, it changes in the later games to where if you're lit on fire, you just instantly die. And that's pretty much the same case here as well. There's a way to get that box here. There we go. You can climb up here. And there's no real reason to have a weapon this powerful in this stage of the game. Especially because you don't really need it. But if you climb up here, you do get ambushed. And when you're climbing up here, you have to be careful. Because if you have a single-handed weapon, you can fight back. But you cannot reload. The M79 here, which is what you can get, is a grenade launcher. It has limited ammo, but it is the strongest weapon in the game. I don't know why it's here. There's no reason for grenade use at this point. But hey, if you want to take it, it's there. Now, when going back to the climbing sections, or shimming, if that's the proper term for it, as I said, you cannot reload, so you can use first-person aim, which I heavily recommend. Going back here, you can shoot the lock here to access this section down here, which you are required to do. So be sure to come down here. This game is also the first one to have a flashlight as an item, and it is the only one, since it's not really needed in any other game in this series. But it makes, and you can...
Gabe, this must be where the subway security bypass switch is located. Find it and shut it off.
Copy. See if you can find a copy of the subway system security protocols.
As you can see there, objective added. You can do this without the flashlight, but it just makes everything so much easier. But that's really all you need to do down here. However, once you do that, if you go back up to the top, ambush! Just one guy though, so it's fine. But there's also an ambush on this section here, so you can hide where that guy was hiding earlier. There's two guys, I believe, around here. One who is over here, and his buddy who's down this way. I may get the amount of enemies wrong here. Don't we have enough ammo? Did I waste a bullet? Oh well. Anyway, now that that's done, we only really have one more thing to do before we can go down to the subway. and that is down this way. The CBDC agents do respawn, I believe, just like that one guy, but they tend to get outnumbered fairly easily. These guys can go down easily too. This first mission, as you can expect, even on hard mode, is not all too difficult. Excuse me. On easy mode, it's way easier. Duh. That is another thing you have to be wary of. Explosions are an instant death, so you have to be very careful for that. But this is where the guys were trapped. And over here you can get more armor if you need it. Do I? I mean, it's fine if you use 9mm. It should be more than enough. Whoa, okay. Did get hit there, but it's fine. Oh, he already got hit bad. And there you go. Once you complete an objective, you get a checkpoint as well for most things. But typically 9 times out of 10, you do get a checkpoint for an objective completed. Over here is more M16 ammo, so I could have used the M16 over here, which I'll probably switch to now. And even though this area is dark, you can use your flashlight just like before, and you can get some grenades. Just like the M79, there's not really a reason to get those, but it's a neat little thing you can grab. And just like the previous sections, once you finish in this area, ambush! That's actually one thing I tend to do often. If an enemy's dead, I kind of spray a little bit more when I don't need to. It's not really a bad thing, and I don't really need this flak jacket either, but I'll grab it anyway. This next section can be a little bit tricky, because I believe these guys throw grenades down. If I'm not, if I'm correct. Not these guys, but the guys coming up. Always good to grab some more ammo if you need it. These guys right over here. Crouching down does also raise accuracy, so it makes it easier to take these guys down. However, because these guys are far away and at an upward angle, you're not going to make every shot. Hitting your enemies in this game is fairly easy. I just hope this thing doesn't explode. And you don't have to face every enemy you come across. If you can run, you could. And now that we're back in the beginning, we can finally go down that one... We can finally go down here. Man, my accuracy sucks. I'm more used to a larger reticle, so I can see where I'm aiming. Come down, number 2. So I might not be able to see exactly where the reticle is. Sometimes it appears smaller than it actually is, or bigger. It's strange. Voice crack there. And I believe there's another flak jacket right here. Yep. So if I got hit more, there's more health there. The game is rather plentiful with flak jackets in the beginning of the game.
Romer's men have set a viral bomb on level 1. If you find it, tag it. I'll give its location to CBDC.
Copy. Where's Romer?
Level 2.
I'm on my way.
So yeah, this mission is a bit hefty for a first mission, but it does give you a good taste of what's to come and gets you used to the combat. How did this guy not see me? Now that you're in the subway, there's another element that can harm you, which is the trains, which, as you can expect, aren't instant death. These trains do go in a pattern, so as you saw, they were on this side, and whenever you can hear the trains again, you'll know because you can obviously hear them, and the screen will vibrate a little bit, so now it'll go on this side. Getting hit by them, as you can tell, like I said before, is an instant death, but they're easy to avoid if you know what you're doing. These enemies are the same, they all carry the same type of weapons, the 9mm and the M16. And that's pretty much it. All you need to do is just finish your objectives and you should be good to go. Completing them is fairly simple, as I said before. And the... Oh, never mind. These guys have a shotgun. Did not mean to get that badly injured in my first mission, but hey, as you can, it's a good way of showing how... Whoa, okay. This is... Okay. This is proof that hard mode can be unrelenting. And wow. I kinda need this health, so I... As I said, unrelenting. But hey, we got a checkpoint here, and it's fairly close by. So, yeah, that's hard mode right there. So now that we've tagged that bomb, our objective is supposed to be going to the bottom floor, which is this way, to the other end of the subway section, and then going downstairs. Okay. Yeah, the spawns of these enemies is rather random at times, so you really need to be careful where you're going and pay attention to what you're dealing with. Of course, I need to take my own advice as well. But most of the time, it's fairly simple. Not this time. Yeah, there's times where the enemies will just infinitely respawn like that. Especially because of the way this game handles its enemy spawns, which can be really frustrating if you don't exactly have them memorized. And it's been a while since I played this game, so I do not have it memorized. And here's another instance where the flashlight helps. The elevator call button will call switch will help you get downstairs. I don't know how, but after this radio call here...
I've located Romer. He's on the lower level, arming another bomb.
I'm moving.
Now, we just had a radio call there. How did this guy not hear me? Oh well, he's down. Now, the reason why I chose to play this game specifically, aside from the nostalgia, the Syphon Filter is a really underrated game, which I've said before. Or I don't think I said it before, but it's really underrated. And the reason why I'm playing hard mode instead of normal mode, I suppose it's a sort of, I don't want to say callback, but a tribute to another YouTuber from way back in the day that played the games on hard mode. And even though he was definitely not a master, he was one of the YouTube users that inspired me to become a YouTuber myself. And even though I couldn't really upload any videos at the time, he was a really cool channel to watch for me, especially because he got me back into these games. And his name is Hayato182004, if I believe I'm saying that correctly. And another YouTuber by the name of Atria, who does play these games on hard difficulty, and he's good enough to where he can beat them without getting hit at all, or dying. So yeah, both of them are just really cool guys. I don't know if they're still around anymore, especially Hayato, but I'm playing these games as a tribute to them.
Wait, Leon, this one's different from the others. It has a shorter timer, and it looks...
That's not viral. It's
Too late.
Definitely an explosive start. And I will be saving my game here. When you save your game, it shows you the name of the mission that you just passed, in which case is the first. And yeah, that one death aside, which is pretty embarrassing, that was the beginning of Syphon Filter 1 Hard Difficulty. I want to thank you all for watching, and in the next episode, we'll continue on with mission number 2, and I'll see you guys then.